Good afternoon, Timmy Talkers, and I hope you're ready for your cultural improvement and sophistication lesson for today. And you need a notepad because I've got stuff to show you. My word, have I got stuff to show you. Now, all today's is about dinners, what to serve, obviously wine choices, I mean, very important indeed. If you're trying to gain the attention of certain male or female or both, if you can't make your mind up, that's absolutely fine. Very modern nowadays. What is important first of all is the music. So today I've picked Love Is Blue by Paul Muriat. It is a harpsichord instrumental. You will find it at the link at the bottom of this box. If you're on TikTok, I don't know how to do that, you'll have to find it yourself. If you're on Instagram, go onto YouTube and then get the link at the bottom. Right, so there you go. So that's the music first. It is a romantic song. Now, drinks, aperitif drinks. This is my current favourite. You can't see it very well there. It's Jubal cut with peach beer. Now, I used to get that for someone I used to go out with. She fucking loved it. I thought it was nonsense. It's won me over. It's really nice. It's about 4%. That's not too strong, is it? So that's fine. Have some of them. They do bigger cans. Sainsbury's at the moment is 3 for 2 or 4 for 3. Either way, they make the same money. They just make you think you're a winner. So then we come on to dinner. Now, nothing says romance and manly robustness than obviously a Fray Bentos pie in a tin, you see. I've chosen steak and gravy. Steak suggests you're wealthy. Gravy saves you effort to make any. Now, they used to be made in, I'm sure they used to be made in Brazil or Argentina. They're not now, but there's 64 pastry layers. And they are the world's #1 pie in a tin. I'd struggle to find another one, to be honest. They shouldn't be, but they are bloody lovely. They're a rare treat. Don't have too many, because it's got like 500% of your fat intake per day. There's 2 servings for 2 in there. And as, if you remember from my previous episode, a serving suggestion there, and their serving suggestion is to get a fucking massive fork. Look at that. It doesn't. You can try. You won't get it to come out like that. Eat it out the tin. Eat it out the tin. With that, I recommend massive thick chips. And if you've got massive thick chips, then you obviously need a tomato-shaped ketchup condiment dispenser. It's the only real way to dispense ketchup in any sort of honest way. If it's in a bottle, you don't know what it is, do you? But this is clearly a tomato. I have cinnamon brown for brown tomatoes, brown sauce. Doesn't matter. Get one of these. You can't lose. One of these. You're halfway up the stairs. And with that, wine choices. Now, it doesn't really matter what wine you choose. Now, I've got a Sauvignon Blanc here. It came through with a meal deal. The wine is not important. Doesn't matter. What is important is that you have a wine serving carafe wagon. That's what you need, because then you just slide it along the table. More wine, my dear. And they'll go, oh yeah, and they'll giggle. And again, brilliant. So, I got this on eBay, it was £6.50. That's the best £6.50 you'll ever spend. A wine carafe wagon. Following wine and pie with tomato sauce and your peach beer, obviously, you'll need a little post-meal drink. Now, if you're classy, and hopefully the people coming to dinner are classy, may I recommend a little bottle of Cherry B there. There you go. This is a more robust, it's 11.5% English cherry wine. Doesn't say the vintage. September probably, but that's really nice. Morrison, I should get sponsors for this. Morrison's, it's on clearance. £4.75 for 4 of them. That's why I've got 8 of them. But this time of year, if you don't really want a cherry brandy, or you can, if they have a cherry wine, they really need 3 curlers in their hair, a hairnet and a cigarette in their mouth, and ideally some sort of frock coat with a duster in it, whilst watching stand-up Bernard Manning shows. But this time of year, you can get away with you get to have a Snowball. Can you get that there? Snowball. Advocaat, lemonade and lime. It says it contains egg. That's what Advocaat is. But there you go. Again, Morrison's $4.50. Knock and bandy with either of those. If you have all of those, the wine in the wagon carafe, the peach beer, the cherry brandy and the Advocaat, they'll be proper bandy anyway. Now, after, when you retire to the lounge, because they may not have pudding or the Angel Delight hasn't set yet, then what you do is, this is the Resistance. This is the Resistance. I bought this the other week. I've had a yearning for one since, well, for a long time. Anyway, I managed to find myself an After 8 Canon wagon. Look, the wheels turn. Look at that. Unfortunately, there I've got a designer mint box. That's all they had. But if you just wheel that across the table, let me get out of there. Would you like an After 8 mint, my love? Yeah, it must be After 8 mints, not mint fins. After 8 mints. Wheel that across. Just pop the lid up like that. The Canon comes off. There you go, After 8 mint. Make sure they take the envelope out and throw it away. I cannot bear it when people just take the mint out and leave the envelope in. So there we are. With the Christmas season and the celebratory times we're having and the air of seduction that's wafting across the nation, I hope that when you do get lucky with your prospective dinner partner, you'll think of me. So you've got the song, you've got the mints, you've got the sauce, you've got the pie, you've got the drinks, you've got the things to serve the drinks on. Enjoy the rest of your day. You've got time to get out and get all this before the weekend, haven't you? So, see you tomorrow, Timmy Talkers. I don't know what tomorrow's is going to be about. I should have split this into 2. But I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.